Welcome back to the show, everyone. I am Claude from Orcajoy Talks. Okay, Orla, Pablo Picasso, the guy whose paintings look like, well, like nothing else. Eyes on the side of the head, guitars exploded into pieces. He basically broke art, right? And then rebuilt it in his own weird, awesome way again and again. And he made like a million things. Seriously prolific.
I am Orla as well. Prepare yourselves for the story of broke art is a pretty good description, Claude. Pablo Picasso, Spanish master, lived forever, mostly in France. Painter, sculptor, printmaker, ceramicist, stage designer. You name it, he probably did it. And yeah, 50 works is the estimated number. 50,000.
Get out of here. 50? Zero? That is insane. How is that even possible?
The man barely slept, I swear. A creative volcano, most famous for co-inventing Cubism, shattering reality into geometric bits, still looks wild and revolutionary today.
Totally wild. Like looking at someone through a broken mirror or seeing all sides at once. But he wasn't always doing the Cubist thing. He had that sad blue period early on. Everything blue, everyone miserable and poor. Was he just really bummed out back then? Broke artist blues?
He was a struggling young artist then. Early 1900s, poor, living in Barcelona and Paris. His close friend Casagemas committed suicide. So yeah, lots of paintings reflecting that poverty, loneliness, despair. All in those moody, evocative blues. Then came the rose period. Warmer colors, pinks, oranges featuring circus folks, acrobats, harlequins. A bit more cheerful, maybe finding his community?
Right, like he finally got a decent meal and saw a circus. He had more artistic phases than most people have outfits. A real chameleon.
Artistic seasons. So what sparked the big break? The move towards Cubism? Early 20th century Paris was hopping, right? Artsy chaos? Everyone influencing everyone? Total chaos, total energy, the place to be. Artists soaking up everything, the structure of Cézanne, the emotion of Van Gogh, but also, crucially, for Picasso, non-Western art. He got obsessed with the raw power and simplified forms of African masks and ancient Iberian sculptures he saw in museums.
Okay, African masks. That makes sense when you look at some of his faces. Bold shapes, raw energy, not just pretty.
And that led to that crazy painting, the one that blew everyone's minds, the one with the scary ladies. Les Demoiselles d'Avignon, the Young Ladies of Avignon. Bingo, 1907. 5 nude prostitutes from a brothel staring you down. Faces like Iberian masks or fragmented African ones, bodies all jagged angles, sharp edges, perspective totally warped. It shocked everyone. Utterly broke with tradition.
Wow, sounds intense. Not exactly a pretty picture for the living room.
Even his avant-garde buddies like Matisse and Braque were like, "Whoa, Pablo, too far. What are you doing?" It was basically him taking the rulebook of traditional Western art, ripping it up, and setting it on fire. The ultimate artistic mic drop, shattering reality into cubist pieces.
Love it! Setting the rulebook on fire. So that's the start of Cubism, and he cooked it up with his buddy Georges Braque, like mad scientists in the studio, racing each other.
Totally. Him and Georges Braque working side by side so closely for a few years, it's sometimes hard to tell their work apart, like researchers exploring a new continent. First, analytic cubism. Taking things apart. Guitars, violins, faces, landscapes, into fractured planes, geometric shapes, muted colors, browns, grays. Trying to show an object from all angles at once on a flat canvas.
Right, like seeing the front, back, and sides simultaneously, trying to capture the whole reality.
Like a 3D object squashed onto a 2D canvas, analyzed into its core forms.
So, not abstract, but like super real in a weird conceptual way? Seeing everything simultaneously? My brain hurts. But it's fascinating.
Exactly. Analyzing form. Then came synthetic cubism, building images up again, simpler shapes, brighter colors, and sticking real stuff onto the canvas. Newspaper clippings, wallpaper, labels, bits of rope, inventing collage as fine art.
Collage, like kindergarten crafts, but genius level. Cool.
Constructing art from bits and pieces of reality. playing with representation.
Okay, Cubism changes everything. Art never looks the same again. Did Picasso just stick with that? Cubism forever? Or did he keep changing, like you said?
No way! That is Picasso. Never stood still. After WWI, he shocks everyone again and goes neoclassical. Big, solid, statuesque figures, like ancient Roman sculptures. Total U-turn. Like, okay, let's try order and tradition again for a bit. Then he dives into surrealism in the 20s and 30s. Distorted, dreamlike, sometimes violent, emotionally charged stuff. Influenced by the surrealist movement.
Whoa, from broken guitars to Roman gods to melting faces, what was driving all these changes?
He was an artistic sponge, constantly absorbing, reacting, changing, making it his own, more periods than geology. He famously said, "I don't seek, I find." Like he was constantly discovering new ways to see and represent the world.
And his love life. That was famously complicated. Lots of wives and mistresses. And it showed up directly in the art. Like happy relationship equals nice portrait, bad breakup equals scary monster lady. Is that fair?
Very much so. His depictions of women, Olga, Marie-Thérèse, Dora Maar, Françoise Gillot, Jacqueline Roque, shifted dramatically with his relationships. Sometimes tender and beautiful, sometimes violently distorted, fragmented, almost monstrous. It is a really complex and often criticized part of his legacy. Critics point to misogyny, emotional exploitation.
Oh, okay. So the art reflects the life, but maybe not always in a flattering way for him personally?
You gotta grapple with the revolutionary artist versus the sometimes problematic man. Can we separate the art from the artist? A constant debate.
Right, important point. Tough questions. But he also made art about big world events? The super famous anti-war one? Guernica? That feels different. Political.
Yes, Guernica, 1937. His powerful, visceral response to the horrific bombing of a Basque town during the Spanish Civil War by Nazi planes supporting Franco. It is huge. Mural-sized. All black, white, gray, pure nightmare fuel, raw anguish.
What is in it? Is it like a literal photo of the bombing? Or more symbolic?
No, way more powerful. It is symbolic chaos. A screaming horse impaled, a bull, mothers crying over dead children, fragmented bodies, fire, darkness. A single stark light bulb like a harsh eye or a bomb watching overhead.
Yikes! Sounds absolutely terrifying, capturing the horror.
Uses cubist fragmentation and distortion to show the absolute terror and suffering of modern mechanized warfare hitting civilians. It hits you right in the gut. It is unforgettable.
Wow. And it became this massive anti-war symbol instantly? Toward the world?
Totally. Toured to raise awareness and funds for Spanish refugees. Showed art could scream truth to power, convey political outrage without being simple propaganda. Immense impact. Still resonates today.
And this guy just kept going through WWIE, Cold War, painting, sculpting, ceramics, printmaking, right up until he died at 91 in the year 1973. Was he still making cool stuff at the end? Or just repeating himself?
Unbelievably prolific. His late work is super energetic, raw, often sexually charged, exploring themes of old age, death, the artist, and his model. Critics dismissed it then as old man's doodles, but now people see the power, the freedom.
Amazing. Never stopped pushing. Never retired.
He never stopped experimenting. Like his creative engine just refused to quit. He lived to create.
Okay, mind officially blown. Let's do paint outside the lines. Picasso hacks. 1. Shatter your viewpoint.
Break it down, then remake it. See things from multiple weird angles simultaneously. Lesson. Attack problems from different perspectives. Fragment your understanding to find new connections and deeper truths.
Right. Do not get stuck in one perspective.
See it sideways. 2. Never stop experimenting. Reinvent constantly. Picasso ditched successful styles when he got bored or saw a new path. Principle. Treat everything like an experiment. Try new materials, new approaches. Be willing to abandon what works to find something better. Embrace change and risk.
Avoid the creative rut. Stay hungry.
Always be experimenting. 3. Make art from junk.
Bicycle seat. Yaon. Handlebars equals bull's head. Picasso saw potential art everywhere. Lesson. Look at everyday stuff, waste, old ideas with fresh eyes. Combine weird things in unexpected ways. Be resourceful.
Exactly. See the potential in the mundane.
Resourcefulness sparks genius.
Find treasure in the trash. 4. Pour your life in.
Make it personal. Picasso's art pulsed with his life, his passions, his loves, his fears, his struggles. Principle. Let your real self, your experiences, fuel your work. Your unique view matters. Do not be afraid to be vulnerable, Dashin.
Good point. Art comes from life.
Authenticity connects.
Be authentically you. Picasso. What a force. What an ego. What an output.
Yeah. Broke art. Remade it. Broke it again. Cubism, Guernica, 0 works. Dominated the 20th century art scene. Love him or hate him, you can't ignore him. A true giant.
Totally. He showed us art can be a revolution. That creativity demands constant change and reinvention. That genius is maybe just relentless curiosity and the courage to break things.
How can you break your own rules? What weird combinations can you try? Picasso threw out the instruction manual. Maybe you should too? Thanks for getting Cubist with us on Orcajoy. My perspective feels fragmented.
Hope it inspired you to see things differently. Subscribe, follow, tell your artist friends.
Until next time, keep creating and maybe visit a museum.
Stay awesome. All right, spill it. Picasso inventing Cubism? Just his way of saying reality is boring, let's break it and see what happens.
Like reality was a Lego set he just smashed. Now it's art.
Probably kept the instruction manual just to ignore it harder. I am off.
Later, break reality responsibly.